Hi everybody and welcome to my show. My name is Kelly, also known as Knitting and Things, and I'm so glad you're here with us today. If you're watching this on my YouTube channel, I do a live show on Mondays at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, and I would be thrilled for you to join us. You can sign up at ustream.tv, and they send you an email to confirm, and you are right in, and then you just come join me on Knitting and Things. I'm almost at 200 members, so I am thrilled beyond belief, and I have 18 viewers right now who are here live with me, so I would love that if you're able to come join me live. So we are going to, let's see, my hair is a hot mess. We are going to do jelly plate. Now, I did the jelly plate the other day on my YouTube, and I got a lot of questions, and I know a lot of people don't have the jelly plate. And let me see who we. Hey, Tarianne, hello. My goodness, all my peeps. Oh my goodness, so lucky. And Stephanie, hello, Stephanie. I feel very honored to have so many people here today. But a lot of people were asking me a lot of questions and stuff, and a lot of people don't have the jelly plate. Now, you can make your own jelly plate, and I will put links below when we link up later on. There are two places that I know that have made them that they do not have to be refrigerated. Now, I know Josie, you made one, but you're in Italy, so you refrigerated yours anyway, just because it's so hot there, I think. And so, you know, she obviously doesn't have to, but because of the heat there, she thinks that's the best to do with it, and I think that's wonderful. Some places are more humid than others. But yes, you can make a jelly plate that you can refrigerate and use, or you can make one that you don't have to refrigerate and just can be stored like I store my regular one. I'm also going to show a few other things that you can do to get the jelly plate look. It might not work as cohesively as the jelly plate, you know, but you'll still get kind of a mono print out of it, and you'll still be able to do some fun things. A lot of people can't afford the jelly plate, and like I said, mine was a gift from my daughter. So I was blessed a couple years ago. She got it for my birthday, and that was kind of before the craze come out with the jelly plate. So I've been playing with it and all these other kind of things. A few things that I am going to talk about before we go down to the jelly plate is, let me just see here. I don't want to miss, I hate missing people when they come in and I don't say hello. Another thing I want to talk about is oil paint. Now, you can use oil paints on your jelly plate, believe it or not. The only thing you have to do is when you're done with the oil paint is make sure you clean your jelly plate off good with baby oil or something to that effect, because, you know, get your baby wipe and your baby oil and get all that paint off of there. Where if you use acrylic paint, you know that you can leave pieces. Once you see mine, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's, you know, it stains, and the acrylic paint, it's not going to hurt anything. The oil paint, if left on and not wiped off completely, will then start breaking down your jelly plate and cracking it because it will dry it out. But you can sit with oil paint and use it on your jelly plate. You just want to make sure that you get that baby oil, get that off, take it to the sink, wash it with like Dawn dish detergent or whatever dish detergent you use, and wipe it off real good, scrub it off real good, get it clean, dry, you're good. So I wish this would update people who come in. Drives me crazy. Oh, Susan, hey Susan. All right, so you can definitely use oil paint. I'm not going to do that today because then I would have to go wash it and everything, and I wouldn't be able to do what my demo. Yeah, Josie, but you can't keep it in the fridge because of the heat. Oh, you're not keeping it in the fridge anymore. Okay. So, do you know what I mean? So, Josie had a very successful way that she made hers that she doesn't have to keep it in the fridge. So Josie, at the end of the show, will you put up the rest? Can you put up the recipe or put it in the group? Yeah, I'll have to. I'll get her the recipe that she used, and I'll put it in. There's quite a few recipes out there. Glycerin's used in it. Um, Glycerin, and then you use gelatin and water, I believe. And gelatin you can get the dollar store sometimes, like the dry gelatin packets. Or if not, you can get them at the grocery store easy. And glycerin, which I found, my husband took me to Hobby Lobby on a couple Fridays ago, and lo and behold, I'd been looking for glycerin forever, and they had like a small bottle of it for $2.99 in their baking section where their icing was, and that's the first time I've ever seen it anywhere. So unflavored gelatin, yes. Hey, Christy. Yeah, unflavored gelatin. Thank you. I always call it, I never know what to call it, but yes, it's their packages of unflavored gelatin. I think Knox makes it, don't they? So, you know, trying to see who. Pavla? Hi, Pavla. And Dana. And Vanessa. All right, cool. Yeah, Knox gelatin. Yep. So, you know, so it can be made. And I'm going to show another way too that you can kind of play around, like I said. Now, I'm going to bring the camera down because we ain't need to see any more of this. And do the homemade plates store well? Yes. Yeah, they do store well, but only if you use the glycerin in it. So, you know, I know a few people that have made it. You got a message that you don't have the video converter tool? I don't know what that is. If you can still see me and hear me, I wouldn't download it because I don't know what that is. I've never gotten that. So you can't use strawberry. Believe me, if I had to make my own, that would have been a mistake, Terry, and you know this. You know me too well, that I would have probably used a bunch of strawberry jello. Oh, Christy, okay, so you've made your own and you've had it for over a year. So there you go. Maybe you can put your recipe down below too. I don't, like I said, I'm not good. I'm not a baker at all anyway, so that kind of thing, you know. 26 viewers. I might pee my pants on. I'm just saying. I might pee my pants on the live show. Very excited. Inkwell. Hello, Inkwell. Hello. Okay, I'm bringing it down. I get so excited. I get so excited when new people come in. 25 viewers. Okay. I'm taking it down to the jelly plate. Here we go. Okay. There we go. I might have to move my camera up a little bit. Ugh, as I bang into everything in my room. That's the only reason I hate getting on camera first and then trying to like get it down so it's like down. Excuse me while I make you all dizzy and throw up your breakfast or your lunch. Okay, we're just going to kind of play like this, and then I'll move it like this and kind of do it because I do everything cockeyed because, well, we all know I'm a little bit cockeyed. Okay. You can see, hear me, but thought it might stop the commercials. The only thing that'll stop the commercials, Kathy, is if you put on the ad blocker. And in the group, I believe there is a ad blocker. Some people, like if I use Firefox, so I have the ad blocker for Firefox. If you have Chrome, just look up on Google Chrome ad blocker, or if you use Internet Explorer, look up Internet Explorer ad blocker, and then you would download that, and that will help you there. So here is my jelly plate. And as you can tell, it is not clean. I use it. So one of the things I want to start with is, like I said, the paints that you can use. Now, I'm going to take my watercolor paints, and you can use Crayola or whatever. And my cat actually has been playing with one of my watercolor things because she knocked it down and thought she was real slick Rick. And I lost one of my... Oh, Christy, you can stay for the show and like at the end put it in, or just put it in the group. You don't have to leave. Right now, I'm just going to squirt my watercolor paints so they get wet for when we do with watercolor. And then what I'm going to do is, now you need a brayer. If you go and buy a jelly plate and you're like, you know what, I can't afford, like I bought the jelly plate, can't afford the brayer, I dig it. I hear ya. I so hear ya. Use a soft paintbrush. Use a like a makeup sponge or something to that effect, where you can get the paint on. I mean, you know, you can use one of these plastic. You can go to the dollar store. You don't want to damage it. You don't want to take a pen and write in here, but you want to be gentle. But you don't have to have everything that everything under the sun. So first, I'm just going to do a basic print, and I like to go light to dark on everything that I do. So I just put little, because I'm going to mix colors, and I just do a little bit at a time. I don't over paint it up. Now, let me tell you something. The Frugal Crafter says, I watched one of her videos, and she said if you put a little bit of glycerin, a drop or two in your water where you rinse your brush, it'll keep your paints a little bit wetter for longer, more open time. So that's something you can do. You know, and then stick your brayer in there to rinse it if you can, or, you know, take a paintbrush. Now you can see my brayer as well has marks because, well, I don't clean things. But I just take a paper towel and just give it a little, if you have the room, take a piece of paper and do that. Now I'm going to mix two colors. I'm going to mix some red and some yellow. And I'm just going to roll it. And I'm not going to care too much how much of the red gets in the yellow or how smooth it is. See, I'm like a terror. When I do my jelly plate, I am rough. Not going to lie. And that's about that. I'm going to set my thing there. Now, I want to put some, use things around home. This is a funnel. And you can make these circles. And just make circles. Wipe it off, you know, because so you want to use later, you can use it. Use a funnel. You can take, what else do we have here? I had a bunch of stuff sitting here, and of course, if you have, I have so much ribbon and so much stuff, you could set that down, push it, lift it up. You get that. You get the paint on there. No big deal. Just make it stronger. And maybe I'll take this and kind of just make some marks in between. And this is just basic playing. And I'm going to add some of that red up here. Now, I got lucky, and Rose Caudell sent me some deli paper, which I'll be using on this too. But this is just regular old cardstock. And I'm just going to set this down. And I'm going to... And you know, of course, another way to clean your brayer is just to run it on the back so you're ready for your next print. And push hard. You're not going to hurt nothing. You're not going to break nothing. Give it a nice rub. Lift it up. And that's your first print. Hi, Cindy Lou. 28 viewers. Oh my gosh, I'm so lucky. Okay, so can you see how that printed out? How that lifted everything up? And those are things that we have at home. Okay. Now we all have circles. We have toilet paper, you know, paper towel, cores that are empty. We have, you know, I just used this. We can use lids. I'm going to show you some things. So I'm going to set this aside to dry because I would like to probably print on that again. Now I'm going to leave what's on here. There's not much, but I'm going to go for another color. And this is all acrylic that we're working with right now. I'm going to go with Laura Kate wrote me, I believe she wrote me this morning. I don't know if she's here or not. I don't see her. I am almost at 30 viewers. I could possibly pee very bigly. Very big. Now I'm going to put some blue on here. This is Liquitex. I'm going to tell you something right now. Okay, I love Liquitex, but this isn't what I'm going to tell you. If you go to AC Moore and you have an AC Moore by you, go to their paint section. Go to their end caps. They are having so much. They're selling all these for $5. They're selling, oh my gosh, they must be getting rid of it or getting new in. And I just keep going because I don't have enough orange paint. And every time I go, I pick up orange because I'm, you know, I don't know why. I guess I like orange. Now, Laura Kate said to me, wonder if you did this. So we're going to see if I can do what Laura Kate suggested. She said Zentangle, leave it dry, and then paint over it again and see how it comes up. Well, I'm not really going to Zentangle right now, or doodle as I call it, because I'm, you know, but I'm going to kind of make some lines. And I'm going to kind of like do like this. And we're just kind of playing. But I want it to be a little, I'm going to do like a right there and right there. So I'm going to let that dry while I get my next layer on the bottom. I'm going to wipe my palette off. I mean, not my palette. What the hell is this? This rolly thing. I just lost the whole name of it. Don't ask me. And let's take some red. Since we already have some red down here. And we'll put a little bit of red. Yeah, I never clean mine. No, Missy. Hi, Missy. 32 viewers. I have 32 viewers. If you guests want to come in, you can just sign up and come in and join the fun. My goodness. I can't believe all the people here today. Oh my gosh. Okay, I better get going because I'm so excited. 32 viewers. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to have to think of, okay. Okay, so here we got our red. Now, what Laura Kate had suggested, and I was going to do it, but I thought it would take a little bit too long to dry because I don't know. And I'll explain what she said to do. But for now, I'm going to do this, and then I'll just kind of doodle in the middle. I could probably, because this is thick. That makes, it didn't do nothing. Okay. And then I'm going to kind of doodle in the middle. Now, I don't know, do you guys have any of these? A great way to make these, and I didn't grab it because I was so excited to like get to do this, but is get your scissors that cut things with shapes. What are they called? Decorative cutting scissors, I think they're called. I don't know what they're called. But take pieces of craft foam or cardboard even. I even have, let me just grab it. I have cardboard that I cut. So I can make like some, you know, some prints on this. And pull and make, you know what I mean? So you don't have to have all the expensive stuff. Remember, you can cut with your decorative scissors. It does not matter. So that's fun. So the point of this is to let it dry for a second. I don't know why. I must need another thing. If I put my thing up too high. Okay. We want to leave that dry for a second. And then we're going to go over it with a coat of, I think, green. And you can't put your heat gun to this. Yeah, decorative. Is that what they're called? Decorative scissors, Cindy? And I should have grabbed mine and I didn't. But I want to show you guys some different ways to get texture that you don't have to have. You don't have to go out and buy all the fun stuff. I'm also going to use stencils on this, but I just want to sit and kind of play and show you guys. This is my Italian way of making it dry quicker. Me talking a lot and then doing this. Oh my god, I have 35 viewers. I'm gonna have to do something here. You guests, sign in, because if I do a giveaway, you can't win unless you're signed in. You cannot win. You cannot win. All right. I can see the red's dry. The blue looks a little iffy, but let's just go with the flow. So let's do yellow. Let's just do some yellow. So I'm just going to squirt some yellow on here and some yellow on here and see. We're going to go over the blue. I can see it mixing with green, but I'm not going to worry about too much. I'm just going to kind of go in there. Gonna hit my right there. Gonna go over the red. Now she had said to do like part, and Zentangle or doodle in it and then do this. Me, patience is never on my side. So I'm going to take a piece of cardstock, which you can get so inexpensively. You can use printer paper too. You can get so inexpensively with a coupon at AC Moore or Michael's. I have so much cardstock, I go through it like crazy. And then press it down and let's see what happens. Yay! Hey Laura! Oh my goodness, 35 people, and I have to say hello to everybody because I hate not doing that, but... Who is Brow PR? Oh my god, hello my sister! Like, you know who I'm talking about. Wait, let me just do this real quick. Carolyn, hello! Okay, now look how cool this is. Everywhere we did, now you can tell, like right here on the blue, it was still wet. So it obviously lifted up. But look at the red, how cool. Because the red had dried quicker after, you know what I mean? So I made the marks and then I put the yellow over and it didn't mix. It mixed a little bit orange, but now you have this great print. So Laura Kate's point was, if you do a strip of the blue and you do doodles or Zentangles in it, and then do another color with a strip and do Zentangles in it, and another color, and do you see what I'm saying? And then you pull it, you have this fantastic, you know, thing that you can do that really is, you know, because I had done a face on my video on how to do a face, but that's pretty cool. And you can go over this like I'm going to go over the one I did prior. Now you can see that I still have some more on here coming up. So what I'm going to do is take some, let's do some purple. I'm going to do some metallic too. I think I know what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to put some purple down. And I'm just going to run it all over because that underneath there now is dry. And this will kind of reactivate it in a sense. Now I'm going to leave that like that. But I think I'm going to put more purple and put a, all right, blob out. Put a stencil down as well. Woo! It flies. Okay. Now, some of the underneath had went with it. I don't care. I'm going to take a piece of deli paper. I know a lot of you have deli paper. All right, got my deli paper ready. I'm going to take a stencil. I'm going to lay it in the middle and just lay it there. I'm not worried about crooked. I'm going to lay this down and I'm going to pull up this print. And I'll pull up what's around it. I'm not worried about that. But I want to make sure I get this print going. Oh, I can see it from here. Look how cool that looks. It looks like the stencil is still sitting on there. Now, and that's something I'll turn on again. Now I'm going to pull this up. She says carefully. Get that up a little bit. Now you definitely can take this and print this on your scrap paper that you have or whatever. Doesn't matter. And then I'm going to leave that there. And I'm going to take some, I want metallic. I'm going to take some metallic blue pearl. I'm just going to take it around. And yes, you can spray, like if you do, you know, you can clean this with water because it's acrylic. And I'm just going to run this metallic over it. We all have metallic paint or some kind of extra paint. As we push you see how rough I am. This is not for the faint of heart. Gelli printing, I should have some shoulder pads on or something, I feel today. Okay. Now, I'm going to take this piece of foam and I'm just going to push and not get the full effect, but just have these lines in it. Okay. And then I'm going to, where's my other thing I was going to use? I had it. You don't know what? Oh. Another little circle thing. Because you can use any kind of circles that you want. And then I'm going to throw another color on top of this. And then do another stencil. So what color do I want to do? I got some green. Just a dab there, a dab here. You don't have to cover the whole plate at all. And this is dark, but you see I'm just going to, wherever it takes me, just going to kind of go and do it. Not where my dog's making noises because I'm talking. And that's all I'm going to do with that. So I'm going to take a piece of cardstock. And I'm going to take, this is a silhouette that I cut out. So I'm just going to set her there. And what else do I want to do? I want to make some more, let me take some, just to give it a little bit of something. Lay it down, do the whole thing. This is how simplistic, like I said, you can use anything you have in your house. Lift it up and see how you have, it's framed. So then the next time we can do a color in the middle. Now I have my, this. I'm going to take it up. Now, if I had paper sitting, that would be a great print to put. Wonder if one of my papers is dry. Let's see if I can get that on there. I couldn't push too hard, but you can see if you really took the time and pushed it, you would have another great print. Now I'm going to take a piece of my... Now, everybody, I have not been able to find what's this called? Freezer paper? No, deli paper. But I got blessed and Rose Cadell sent me some. But you can definitely, I don't go to Sam's anymore or BJ's, but they have them in big packages there. Now you can see I'm getting some wrinkles, and I'm okay with that because this could be a great piece for grunge. And then look how cool that looks. So you get the two prints, and it pulls up whatever was underneath, and you still get this great silhouette. And look how it like outlined it itself. So that's very cool. Now, I'm going to give my watercolors another squirt because we're going to do some watercolors. Now, doesn't matter. You can use, I'm just going to clean this off real quick, but you can use, and you can keep this on here too and do your watercolors. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to give it a quick wipe. But Crayola, watercolors, whatever you want. Just remember this when you use watercolors. It's not permanent. When you use your acrylic paints, they are permanent. So you can work over them. You can do whatever you want with them. These watercolors are not going to be permanent, but you're going to get some really awesome mixtures and colors and whatnot, right? So now you're all blurry. Okay. 37 views. I gotta quit looking because I get too excited. I'm like, I got so excited. Then I lose place. I don't want to lose place. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wet my paintbrush a very bit, as soft as you can get paintbrush, and I'm gonna just dip in my watercolor, and I'm just gonna. Now you see it beads up. But I don't care because we're going to, this is texture. This is texture for backgrounds. This is a background. You can use a I should see if I can grab a canvas. Because you can also pull a print on a canvas and have your background of your mixed media canvas already done. And I'm not real worried about it beating up or anything like that. I go light to dark as always. Like that's how I do everything. I'm gonna rinse my brush off. I'm gonna go a little bit of this color and just run it down. And we're gonna see, are we gonna get bubble prints? This is just for a whole other type of print. And once I get this on here, I can spread it. Let's see what that does. And see, that just kind of pushes it around. It gives you, oh, that's a nice piece of dog hair in there. I bet y'all don't have a print with a piece of dog hair in there. Huh, well, I do. Am I not lucky? Anyway, I'm just very lightly going with my brush, putting on the color. Go put on some white. Just to bring it on. And this is going to be a start of a background for something. Let's do it on deli paper. Which you can, you know, if you can't find deli paper, use parchment paper. Use, you know, other side of the wax paper, whatever you want. And should I lay something on here? How about let's lay, I cut punches out of cardboard. I mean out of construction paper. So, and I'm going to do it over on this side. But I use everything to make punches and stamps and all that kind of thing, so. And then, any questions, anything you guys want to see? I'm just kind of trying to show. Now, I did it on the paper, which is a very absorbent, and we have a lot of water on here. But the great thing is that now, once this dries or is almost dry, we can go over it with acrylic, and you'll get a big, nice print with that. That just gives it that, like, I don't know, kind of stained glass look. And of course, this is going to suck up every piece of the watercolor in there. And now what I want to do to put over top of that is, oh, what color do I want to do? What color? I'm going to go over, I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this, I think. Yeah, let me use this one. And because that is, I want it all yellow, the rest. Now I'm not going to wipe off my watercolor from that to go to the acrylic. Okay, little friend, can you just come out now? You have to just come out. Okay. So I'm going to take my yellow. because I want yellow on the outside of that. And I'm just going to squirt that on there. But think of the things you have at home. You don't want to push anything hard in here, but you can use a fork. I'll have to show you, like a plastic fork. And if you go to the dollar store, you'll find a million things that you'll be able to use. So I'm going to lay this without the sticky thing on it. I'm going to lay this more down this end, and then I'm going to take a paper doily and I'm going to lay it up here and just lay it down and quit making it move because I have big clumsy hands. And then I'm going to take my jelly paper, turn it whatever way I want. Now, what I would probably do, which I don't have right here with me, is use the tube watercolor paint more than the kind that I just used like that, because you might get a better. I couldn't find mine today, so. But I'm not hating on it. Look how cool that looks. And you kind of get that dotted, like how it beat it up. But look how pretty. I love the stencil anyway. Now what I can do is take this piece again and lift this up and lift this piece up. And can you guys see that? Let me hold this up. Look how pretty that doily looks on there. And then down here. Look how pretty. You don't want to use too much paint when you're doing this kind of stuff, because too much paint can ruin very quickly. And I'm just going to lay this over this and do the same thing. Move it over there. Lift you up. And look how cool. Look at all the... And I can even do another print on it and do it over these parts where they're still white. And see, she still shows through because she was darker. And then I can go over that again. Now, what was I wanted to do? I wanted to try. I don't know if these are going to work. We shall see. These are the Faber-Castell metallic gel sticks. And I want to take the dark blue one and see if they will go on here or not, or if they're going to beat up as well. It looks like they probably aren't going to do anything either. No. But I am going to just kind of squeeze some on, not squeeze, but like kind of put some on here so it will activate when I go to put my next color on, and see if we see any of it on there. Why not? Who cares? That's the best part. Alright, just a little bit like that. I bought these Faber-Castell 6 metallic gel sticks online on Amazon and got a very great price on these, and they are not the gelatos, but they're the same thing, just called different. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to go and add, I don't know, I got metallic blue on there. How about some pink? Do I have pink anywhere? I think this is pink. Let's lay some pink down. Let's see what happens. And then I'm going to show you. And like I said, I can sit here all day. You probably really could come up with a million different, I didn't even wipe my brayer off. A million different ways that you can do this. If you look around your house. A straw. You could use a straw to make the circles. Your toothpaste lid. Your can to something. Lid to your paints. And I'm going to lay this on here. That's just a piece. This is off of fruit. This is off of, you ever get your fruit with your oranges and all? This is a piece of the foam where I cut the end. I'm just going to lay this here and press that down. I'm going to use some of my punchinella right here. Not going to worry about that. Some, we all love corrugated cardboard. Going to lay it. Just going to push it in, lift it up. Push it in, lift it up. Just add a little bit more. No big deal. You could take your pencil sharp. I have this pencil sharpener. Look at those circles. And those are nice and thick. I'm going to push on that too. And then I'm just going to take a piece of deli paper. Like I said, use cardstock, use printer paper, use whatever you got. Now, what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to crinkle this up. And you see how I crinkled it up? And then I'm going to lay it on here. And I'm going to just push it out to get this print. And lift it up. And look how cool. And it's crinkled, so once it dries, I can definitely go on and add more. So this is going to be great for a grunge background on my thing. And now what I'm going to do is take these off. I could sit here for hours and show you so many things like you can do. I want to just show you things that you can do at home if you do get the jelly plate. I'm going to take this one where I wanted to do that side, and I'm going to just kind of stick it down here and rub. And just add some more on there. And it just keeps doing layer after layer after layer. And you get this really cool look. So, one last thing I'm going to show you, and then we're going to move on to the foam. I got an itch on my back. I'm sorry. Okay, I have foam here, and apparently I was a stunad and didn't pull out what I wanted to pull out. But what you can do with these little pieces of kids foam, okay? This is not what I'm going to do on the big kids foam, but let's say, let me use this. I can't do it because my heat gun's not plugged in. You could take these little pieces and heat them with your heat gun or hair dryer and push something in them, okay, while they're hot, and you will get, I can't do it because my heat gun's not plugged in, but these will form to whatever you push in them. So you could have your own little stamps, okay? It could be anything. It could be a toothbrush. It could be a bottom of this. It could be anything like that. I forgot to plug my thing in before This is a circle off of a water bottle. I mean, that's how, you know what I mean? And you can use your water bottle cap and put it on everything. So one of the last things I'm going to show you on the jelly plate itself, and then I'm going to see if you have any questions on this, and then I'm going to go on to what you can do if you don't have a jelly plate, besides making one. I'm just going to use my orange. I'm just going to roll my orange out. And remember, you could roll this orange out, put a stencil or a stamp or whatever you want in it, leave it dry, and then throw another color over, stamp it again. It's just a matter of, you know, how much you want to do. I'm going to stick a full stencil on here, just like that. I'm going to take a piece of cardstock. Do I have a piece maybe over here that I didn't? I'll just use this one that I did in the beginning. And I will lay it on top of that. And I'm going to push it down. And that's going to get that stencil. I can't believe I almost had 40 viewers in here today. And I'm still in the 30s. I am like beyond, I can't even tell you guys. Okay. So see how it picks up the stencil. You'll see more on the yellow part. If I can get my thing up there. How it picks up on that stencil and gives you more of a great look. But once you lift this bad boy up, and then you would go dab this onto something, you know, because that's paint on there that I hate to waste. Then take another piece, and don't even add any more color if you don't want it. You can let that dry and add another color so you don't have the clearness in there, but I'm not going to. I want you to see how cool it is just to have that. But you definitely can add another color on top so it comes through. And I'm just going to clean my brayer off on the back of that. And that helps pick up too. Okay. Lifting it up. And look how cool that looks. Just very, very cool itself. So these are great. And like I said, you can see on my Gelli plate, I'll just leave this dry. And the next time I come to do my paints, my Gelli prints, it'll just pick up whatever's left on there. If you don't want to, take some water. You saw it come off with water real nice. If you use oil paints, use a baby oil or something. Go to their website. It'll tell you how to get the oil paint off, and then you want to wash it with Dawn so it doesn't sit on there. Watercolor paints, I highly advise to use in tubes where it's thicker, so you really get to better, coverage. I am going to do one more thing on the Gelli plate, and then we're going to the faux Gelli plate, and then I shall leave you guys alone. I wanted to try. I've not tried this yet. And I picked the color that won't come out. Okay, well, we'll just do another color then. Not black. That would be a bad choice. Okay. Alright. This is Dilutions. This is just a spray, a water-based spray. You can use any spray ink you want. You can make your own with the Easter egg dye tablets, with food coloring, with whatever. This might stain this. I don't really care. I'm just playing, so it doesn't matter to me if it stains. I'm going to lay my doily down. Lay it down. Lay it down. Here we go. We're going to lay it down. Here we go. And I'm just laying this on here. And let's just see what happens if we use a spray. Now remember, the sprays are water-based. I'm laying it down and I'm rubbing it. And I'm lifting it up. And you get a pretty cool, you know what I mean? That's all right. I'm not hating on it. Mind you, this is paper and it sucks everything up. But how cool is this going to be when you put it on a canvas or whatever and it's this great pink color? Very cool. Wonder if I lay it like this and lay this on this like this and kind of go like this. So you might want to use a plastic stencil. I used something paper which sucked it up. I don't care. It's about having fun and doing things, and then you can just build up from here, which we will with the other one. Now I have a fancy thing that will dry over here. Okay, so. Hey, Dave. He's not going to hear me. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside. Any questions before I move on? Oh, the Derwent Inktense blocks. Well, you can use them if we wet them. Let me see. Let me grab something here. 1 second. Let me watch out, James. Come on. Hey, Dave. Let James out. He has to go. All right. Let me grab. I just saw them too. Where'd I put them? Okay. Let's take some of these and let's grab my Inktense blocks if I can find them. Okay. Alright. So here are some Inktense blocks. Now I want to show you these, so I'm going to show those up there. Okay, so these are the Inktense blocks you're talking about, right? And what you would have to do probably is dissolve them in water because they're, you know, obviously blocks. So I'm going to spray some water on there. And I'm going to put my Inktense block right there. And you can see it's kind of melting in the water. Now it beads up, as you can see on here. I'm going to wet it a little bit more. But these are permanent, so once they're dry, so just remember that and try to keep it moist. Most of the time, we don't want to keep some things moist. This is something you might want to keep moist. I'm just saying. And I will roll my brayer in there and just roll it on. But see, because it's like so... But it'll pick up. So let's do a test. I don't have the grater. There is a grater that comes with that you can buy with the Inktense. I have a whole other package. That's like my small Inktense blocks. I think I have 36 of them. I should buy the grater, but let's see what this does. Oh, pretty cool looking though. And this is permanent when it's dry because Inktense blocks and pencils are permanent when dry. So that was a really great question. So that is this. You can see it got all that last bit off of there and everything, and I can go clean the sides and all that fun things, but I'm not going to do that right now. Right now, I'm going to take this piece of Fun Foam. It's Kids Fun Foam. This is a thicker piece. You can use a thinner piece. And I was going to push stuff in there, but I don't have anything to do that with. Now, here's something you guys can do. For those of you who do not have, as I'm pushing my colored hands in here, can we buy replacement blocks for watercolor set you showed? Yes. Yes, I have to buy one because, as a matter of fact, I went to AC Moore the other day on the way to my sister's, and they're selling these now. And you can use a coupon. But yeah, you can order from the company. See, these are mine. But my cat thought, oh, how fun. She was a kitten. And I can't find this color. It's in my room somewhere, but that would be, you know. I'm cleaning up, but I haven't found it yet. Let's just put it there. Okay, so. Alright, let me see here. Okay, so this is just foam. Now, what I would suggest you to do, if you want to use foam, this is just me suggesting it, you don't have to do it, is I would take either a gesso, or I would probably take Elmer's white school glue, and I would coat this like 2 times with it. Coat it once, because it's going to sink in, and then coat it again. So it gives you a little bit more stability as far as printing up. But if you don't have that and you don't want to do it, and you can use the thin, you can use this thin one too. If you don't want to do that, it's fine, but your first few prints are going to soak in. So let me just show you, and my thing's going to go wacko because it's, but just let me show you a few things. I know I don't want to keep you guys too long. but now you see we're spreading. And that is going to go in because it's porous. If you put something on it to make it non-porous, then obviously, you know, so the more you do this, the better you're going to get. The better it's going to get, rather, to holding, you know, something. Now I'm going to put a little yellow. I know it's going to mix the green. I don't care. I just want to get a print out of it. And just really... don't rub it in too much because you want that wetness. Now, I'm going to test out if I can use glycerin while I'm mixing these to see how that will work. But for now, I'm going to put down this stencil. I'm going to take a piece of paper. I'm knocking crap all over the place. Who let me on here? I can't believe I had almost 40 people today. Holy moly. Okay. Now you see nothing came up from that print. Let's see what happens. And that's probably because it's soaking in, but that's okay. I'm not going to worry about it. I will do the other side now and see what happens there. Maybe with the brayer would be better. And let's see if it picks it up. But like I said, the more you let that paint dry and you go back tomorrow, the better the print. But look, we got a print. And that's on a piece of kids foam. So let's do some, I'm not going to take this color up. I'm going to leave it dry. Let me do some, let's do metallic blue on it. And then we'll do, I'm going to do some metallic blue. And you see I'm kind of staying in the middle. I'm not worrying about the ends so much. You can, you know, do that. But I'm not going to like work this in to the foam. I'm just going to kind of go like that so we have some coverage. And then take another piece. Let's do that. And some punchinella, just to see. And then we'll do this. I'm going to stamp this in. And all this is kids foam I'm doing this on. And like I said, the more paint or you seal it, the better off you'll be because it won't soak in anymore. And this is what I used to do with it. And then just go and ride it dirty, people. I'm just doing that. I'm going to lift it up. Now, you can see around it, it lifted, but it's really not giving us much right now as far as the print itself. But when we take it off, and you can see, and we're going to take it off. Now, this is when the fun part comes because we're going to... Can't use this one because it has that color on it. Let's use a piece of Gelli paper. And I will just lay that on there. I will roll it, and roll it, and roll it. And then... see how you got? I'll take it off. But you see, so then all you'll do, I mean, we got this, we got this. So you're getting, you know what I mean? You're getting the same type of thing where if you use a, you know, a big sheet like this, and we're gonna, you know, the more paint you use, the better. And, you know, let's throw some orange on it. And maybe I'll just do one more and then I'll show you. But so don't feel like you can't do this. Don't feel like I can't afford a Gelli plate right now and my life sucks and I suck and everybody sucks. Because you can do a form of it. Just monoprinting. People even use their mats down here to do it. What I'm going to do is just add some of my stencils that I made. on kids foam. I use kids foam for everything. And I don't know how well this will work on this, but we shall see. And then we'll do, I make stamps with the kids foam on the, and I'm just going to push it in. And that could be a regular stamp. It doesn't have to be something that you made. But I take cardboard and I cut out little shapes. And that's what I do. Okay, so that should be enough of me smashing things down. Okay. I'm going to have a hell of a mess to clean up later. But it's so much fun. Okay. Now, let's lay it down. Let's roll that paint off my brayer. And if you're very organized, which those who know me know I'm not, like I said, you can have paper next to you where you can do all this rolling off on and save all this wonderful paint. Okay. Let's lift up. And can you see the stamp? All that stuff. I'm colorblind. The contrast is up a bit. I'm sorry. But all those pieces are in there, and it also lifted up a bit of that blue. Now, like I said, we can take this piece that we did, and let's see if we get anything off of here. And then you just leave this piece of foam dry, because even though there's paint on it, you're sealing it for the next time you use it. You know, you're sealing it. You're not losing anything. It's sealing. So it's only going to be able to absorb so much. Okay? So that's a good thing. Something else I wanted to tell you about, which I did not show on the regular Gelli plate, but I'm going to show you now, and then I'm going to show you my papers, and then I'm going to let you go. So, take your foam, your fun foam, and I've shown this 1,000,006 times, but I love showing it, especially for new people. Take a pen or a pencil, whatever you got, and just draw some designs. It doesn't matter. Draw curlies, draw, you know what I mean? You can do all kinds of stuff. Names, you can do hearts. And what this does, let me just show you here. I mean, you're essentially just kind of, you can doodle on this, you can do whatever you want. And then I'll just do 2 lines right there. So what this does is, I will roll some paint on, we'll do green. And you just need a little bit. That's probably going to be way too much, but not going to worry. And then just roll it on with paint. With your brayer, I mean. Alright, take a piece of paper. Take your foam. Put it on your paper. Roll it. Or press it down like a stamp. Lift it up. And can you see, the more, I put way too much paint on there. The more you use it, might as well just get down and dirty with it. You can see the prints. No, I would go a little deeper with a pen. I only used a pencil. But can you see? You can make your own designs. So when you go on your Gelli plate or your foam, you have your own designs. And it's fun. Just don't put as much paint as I did, because that's a no-no. But like I said, there's so many different things. And always just ask. If you have questions, ask. That's the best way to do it. I'll just leave this here. Alright, so the last thing I want to show you I can't even keep up with with chat. These are things I've made on my own without a Gelli plate. These are prints. These are mixed media pages. This one I made by myself. It's all acrylic paint and everything like that. And I didn't need a Gelli plate. I just did it, you know, I did the color brown, and I let it dry, and then I did some gold on it, let it dry, and then I did a darker brown through my netting. And this is with a stencil, gold on blue. And these are stamps, and green and yellow. So you see, you don't have to have a jelly plates are great and they're fun, but you shouldn't feel like, oh, I can't do anything, you know what I mean, because I don't have a jelly plate. There are so many, what the hell that is? There are so many things that you can do just by sitting and playing with things that you have around the house. And these are great backgrounds. This one was a tree, and I did it in black. And this is in for a journal. So you can write over here, but you have, you know, or this way, whichever way you want to put it. So making your own mixed media paper is, you know, scrapbook paper is wicked fun. So I'm going to send this to a winner today, send these papers to them. And can you see this has gold in it? This is one of my favorites. And I did this all myself, just sitting here playing with a piece of paper. So I think there's like, I don't know, maybe 15, 20. I mean, this is a lot of scrapbook paper done. So, all right, let me ask first, are there any questions about the jelly plate or anything else? Any questions? No, Laura, these weren't hard to make. I'm going to actually do a few on my YouTube to show you guys. Like I said, this is these are cardstock, but it's all acrylic paint. So with some stamps and just playing around. They're, like I said, they're a lot of fun, and they're all different. You know, well, this isn't going. I don't even know what the heck that is. But all these papers, you know, to sit and play with. And to go buy one, you know, like I said, I was selling them 10 for, because this isn't even all of them. But I sell them for 10, you know, in a PDF, 10 for $3. But I don't mind, you know. So you have no questions with the jelly plate? And what about with the, even though the foam plate is not the jelly plate, you can still have fun. Like I said, you can seal it with the glue, do it twice with white school glue, leave it seal and dry overnight, and then work on it. Or like I said, you keep building up like I'm doing on here. This will dry tonight, and the next couple prints I do, it'll be perfectly fine to use. It won't, you know what I mean? It won't sink. So no questions? Okay. I'm gonna, do you guys want to have a giveaway for these papers? No, I'm doing a giveaway, so, I mean, Yeah, I would seal it first, like I said, because your paint is going to obviously sink in at first, and it'll just build up. Alright, so I have guests who are leaving, though they don't count. So I'm going to pick a number. I'm going to go on random.org. Okay, 1 second. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. No, that's 2. That's 15, 16, 18. So all right. Number 15. Who is number 15? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Susan Bush, 7528. No, I'm just pulling for the papers. So Susan, you won. And like I said, I have all these papers, you know, on file. I'll see if I can PDF, if I can put them in the group. These are the originals. Yep, congratulations, Susan. All right, so before we go, everybody put their links in. Put your links into your YouTubes, your web pages, if you have a business page, your Etsy, whatever you have, put your links in so it's on the recording. I had almost 40 people. So, you know, I mean, a lot, you know, it's been an hour and 15 minutes. Quite a few have left, but I have 23 right now, so I wanted to do a giveaway, you know, just to thank you guys. I can't believe I almost had 40 people. So, Susan, you know where to hit me up with your address, my love. How do I do what? Put in your link, Laura? I also want to say that we have I have a group, All Things Creative. If you want to join us, it's a no drama, full of support. It is hopping over there with so much great art and support. Just email me on Facebook, hit me up, and I will add you in. You'll just go to where your link is, like if it's a business page, and then just copy that link and then put it in here. Thank you, Christy. I'm so like in awe of, I hope it was good. I wanted to make sure I could do a show for you guys today and not take my medicine. Now I'm going to have to go take my medicine. But I wanted to do a show where I was half coherent. I hope you guys learned something, and I hope that you guys, you know, who don't have the jelly plate, you know, use the foam. Use the foam plate. You know what I mean? You see, the more you play with it, you'll learn what to do and what not to do with it. And it's just, and I'm going to show how to do all these. You know, we'll do different ones, but that you can make, I mean, this looks like a jelly plate print. This. And it's not. I made it with my own hands. I sat here and made these. Oh, thank you, Laura. I did put in what you, in the beginning of what you had suggested. I did my best. Oh, thank you, Laura. And I want to thank every single one of you guys who came today. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you can come join us on Mondays at 1 p.m. Eastern over at Ustream. My name is Knitting and Things, all one word. And if you guys came in late, you can watch the replay on my YouTube. Oh, I want some zucchini muffins. Hello. Oh, you guys rock. Thank you guys so very much. Susan, don't forget to send me your address. And I really don't feel like getting back on camera right now because I feel like crap. But I am so blessed that y'all came, and I can't believe I had that many people today. I am dying. I'm so excited. So, thank you all very much for coming. I'm so blessed, and I hope to see you here again next Monday. And I'll go see all of you who are in the group. And that's all I have today. So I hope you all have a great day. And, of course, any questions, as always, all you have to do is ask. I'm here. I'm available. I am cheap and easy, baby. So come find me. Be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. And always remember to color outside the lines, my peeps. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.